Hey guys, it's Rebecca, and I figured since I just got home that I would do an update because a lot of people have been asking about my health lately. I did just sit down with a nice cup of coffee. Here's the cup of the day. And I was going to redo the lipstick that I have on because, by the way, this is like super, super creamy lipstick. And it's from Thrive Cosmetics, and I really love their liquid lash extension like mascara, but this is a very bright color. And it says it's a semi-permanent lipstick. When they mean that, I had a face mask on, it didn't transfer on my face mask at all. Look how pretty that is. It's like this really pretty ruby color. Anyways, it's in the shade Jessica. And I'm also wearing the Odin's Eye Halloween palette. This is a Trick or Treat palette. I don't care for the creator of this, but the palette is beautiful. I'm wearing these three shades and this one and this one on my eyes. So, makeup recap done. So I just came home from the cardiologist. Yes, I'm still, let's see if I can show you this. Sporting this was the first IV spot that they did. The other IV spot is like right here. There's like a little, can't even see it. There's a little dot right there where the other IV went in, and it went in fine and it went in beautiful and didn't have any issues, and I don't care that my brow's showing. Hang on. So, we got an update for work and everybody's kind of like freaking out about it. So anyways, the cardiologist went over all of my test results and all of my testing and everything that I had done over the past few weeks, and basically said that the heart attack that I had in 2007, the damage is still there. So he said it was a mild myocardial infarction, judging by like the scar tissue and stuff that I do have in my heart, because that doesn't like go away. It can get better over the time, but it doesn't like heal. So that's still there. So he can still see that. The mitral valve prolapse that I was diagnosed with in 2007 was highly misdiagnosed, he said, in the 2000s and late 90s, because they just were not following the criteria. So I have what is called a hinge valve, where if you've ever had one of those, I don't think I have one, I just have like a regular door stopper, but you know those door stoppers that have a spring on it, and you like, when I was a kid I used to play with them, and so you'd like run your hand over it or kick it or whatever and go bring. Anyways, so my heart valve does that. It's constantly going, which it's supposed to open and close, but mine does it in such a way, it's kind of like one of those door stoppers that's constantly on high alert. So that is normal. And the lady that did my echo said that she only sees that in people between the birth years of 78 and 84. So it's kind of like a late Gen X, early millennial thing that has that problem with their heart. So basically, I'm looking to see what Rachel's saying. So basically what is going on, and I have a meeting in 7 minutes, is I have regurg. And he said 80% of the population has regurg. That's normal. But the leaky valve thing that I have is very minimal. So he says it shouldn't cause any issues. And he says what the cardiologist should have done is encouraged me to do more cardio and more aerobics back then, because it would have strengthened the walls of my heart muscle. And he said by me not doing any cardio for the past 20 years or very minimal cardio, he said that can cause the walls of your heart to weaken. So so that, he said, kind of has done me a disservice. And I was like, well, he told me no more than 5 minutes of cardio, like period. And he said, specifically never to do more than 5 minutes on treadmill during an exercise. Like if I go to the gym, I do like a 5-minute workout, you know, warm up, and then I go do like weight training and whatnot. And then I do like 5 minutes on a very slow pace to cool down. He said, no, you should have been doing a lot more than that. And he said, by them telling you not to do cardio back in my 20s, that's kind of like made it harder for me to kind of like build up to this stuff now, which I can do. He says my heart looks great. Of course, I do have I have a version of POTS, which is kind of weird. I have the low end of it. So post-orthostatic, whatever, dysautonomous, whatever, POTS, is for people that have issues like when they stand up, their blood pressure raises. Well, when I stand up, my blood pressure drops. And when I lay down, my blood pressure drops even more. And I have a condition where my resting heart rate, instead of it being like 65 to 80 like most people, mine's like 48 to 60. So he's told me to double my salt, which is fine because I've already done that because of my migraines. And I've noticed by doubling my salt intake, it's decreased the number of headache days that I have a month. So basically my neurologist was saying because of all the fluids that I was drinking, I was basically dehydrating myself. The doctor still says keep up with the water, but just increase my salt a little bit more than what I've already done. I'm like, man, stuff's already really salty. And he's like, I know, but you need it. He goes, your heart can handle it, trust me. And I was like, okay. So I go back in 6 months to see him. On the gastro side of things, because I've kind of like been doctor the last 2 weeks. My gastroenterologist has basically released me. The Lifesaver, the shape hole in my throat from my esophagus from the esophageal narrowing I still have, but my acid reflux is better. And as their acid reflux gets better, that will also decrease in size. So instead of having 6 millimeters of swallowing hole, it will slowly increase over time as my acid is controlled. So I'm still on pantoprazole for that once a day instead of twice a day, because I was on it for probably, it's been since March since I've been on it twice a day. So it's been over 6 months. So I'm slowly backing off of that. I need to get logged into this meeting. So anyway, so that is getting better. And then, so the hiatal hernia, which is actually, there's like these little bulges underneath my breast tissue. Let's see if I stand up, I can show them to you. It's kind of hard to show, but it's these like little poochy bits underneath my chest cavity that are, I'm going to turn my camera off for right now. Be on the safe side. All right. So anyways, so the thing is with my stomach and stuff, as my acid reflux gets better, this right here, if I do like the exercises where like you're supposed to raise like one arm and lower the other one, there's exercises I can do to kind of help push that down. So as that gets better, then that will also help with pushing my stomach back under my diaphragm where it needs to go. And the doctor did suggest that by doing yoga and aerobics and stuff like that, where I'm like reaching over my head, will help pull my diaphragm up and push my stomach back down. So I need to do like arm exercises, you know, put your arms in the hair, just don't care. Anyways, so we're gonna be dancing like we're in the 90s again. So that is the stomach front, the cardiology front. The next thing is neurology. So I am still on my injectables and stuff like that. They're still appealing the Emgality because the Ajovy is not working as efficiently as it should be. I still have too many migraine days a month. And so they're pushing back on the Emgality again. The Amavig was what sent me basically to the hospital, and I ended up having to get an infusion and stuff. So that one was absolutely no. They also are waiting for new approval for the Botox again. They want to try another round of that. I'm supposed to do 2 rounds of that to see if it fails both times. If it does, then we're going to desist on using Botox because it really didn't help. They do 155 units, which is a lot of Botox, and they inject it basically here, 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 the crown of my head, the very back of my neck, so like up in here. There's like a V shape that they do on the entire back, and then the tops of my shoulders, and then part of the upper part of my back. So basically right here and right here, but on my back is where they do the injections for that. So we're waiting on those to get reapproved, and then I'll drive back to Atlanta to get that done. On the rheumatology front, my Ehlers-Danlos testing, the genetic testing that they did for that did come back negative for the actual genetic aspect of it. But the fact that I can do like stuff like this and this, I can pop both my shoulders out of joint. I can do stuff like this and this. Kind kind of hard to show on camera. But the fact that I can go both directions, you know, most people I guess can do this, but it's the other way that most people can't do. The fact that I can basically pull all my fingers out of joint and do weird stuff with them. I guess most people can't do that. So that I test positive for the physical aspect of Ehlers-Danlos, but I do not test positive for the genetic aspect of Ehlers-Danlos. So I have allodynia, which is a pain condition where like doing this is painful. Showers are painful. Touching my skin is painful. Touching me basically anywhere is painful. I have fibromyalgia, which I've had since 1998. I have chronic fatigue syndrome. I have primary severe restless leg syndrome. I have a number of other, there's like 12 conditions that I have that kind of make up stuff that most people that have Ehlers-Danlos kind of have also. So I have, instead of just having one label, so instead of having one label, I have 12. So it is what it is. So the meeting is starting. I need to go, but I just figured I'd give you guys a health update. So we did neurology, rheumatology, gastroenterology, and cardiology. And so far, I mean, yes, I still have issues. Yes, I still have problems. Yes, I still have health issues that I fight with every day. But we're kind of looking more on the positive side of things right now because of the fact that I am just not in the mood to be depressed about shit. So anyways, I have a Nike meeting I got to go get to. And yeah, I will see you guys later. Have a fabulous day or night wherever you are. Bye.